N8QA connected to KG4DVE.
W8SOE715. Repeater, the time is 8 p.m.
Good evening, everybody. CQ. This is Net Control Operator WX8G calling the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net in the city. This net is sponsored by the Portsmouth Radio Club on the N8QA repeater on the frequency of 145.390 megahertz and a PL tone of 136.5. Break.
And 4IMU break.
Go ahead.
Hey Gary, just an FYI, your radio's a little crackly. I'm not sure if you're on your HT or what.
I'm on the HT.
The time is 8.
Okay, there's a bit of a crackle, but we can copy what you're saying. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't know if your battery was dying or not.
That's up in good shape. Anyway, this repeater is located in South Webster, Ohio, and this net meets every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. We have our 444.600 megahertz machine, which has no tone. It's located in Portsmouth, Ohio, and is connected with South Webster, and along with the KG4 DVE repeater located in Ashland, Kentucky. Also, you can access this net at N8QA-R or KG4DVE-R. Break. Okay, per FCC rules, this net will yield to emergency and priority traffic at any time. That traffic must be brought to me, WX8G Net Control, and I'll do the best that I can to be able to take care of your traffic and handle it for you. Also, I might just say that it's always good to do these nets because it gives us a little practice. And if we ever was to come to a place where that we had some emergency or something, then we would be able to do things a little more smoothly. But anyway, glad for everybody that's come this way this evening. So I'll go ahead and break, and then we'll start the net. Okay, this is WX8G with the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net on this fabulous Thursday evening. And it's Trader's Net tonight, so if you have something that you would like to list, let us know. And if you don't have a listing, you can say no list. So at this time, if you'd like to check in with or without a listing, please call now.
WI, Bernie. Just need to check in and out tonight. Gary, 73, WI.
Hey, Bernie, I got you. Somebody else?
Yes, Gary, I have no listing. Check me in and out. It's KCHARE, and I was going to recommend you check your HT, make sure you're on high power. It does sound to me like you're down in power. Of course, your audio is down. KCHARE 73.
It's always on high power. I never run it on low power.
Just wanted to double check. I'll go ahead and clear 73. It's KCHARE.
thank you. All right, somebody else would like to check in to the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net on this Thursday evening and Traders Net, please call now.
KB8 SRN, Gary, no listing.
Okay, Gary, thank you. Somebody else?
KN4IMU, Michael, no listing, and the scratch is cleared up, Gary.
It must just be the condition. All right, thank you, Mike. Somebody else?
KD8KUM, your wind power must just be down.
All right, Jim. Yeah, you never know, Jim. Thank you. Somebody else?
Whiskey 3, Whiskey Victor Alpha, Greg.
Hey, Greg, was that Whiskey 3, Whiskey Alpha Victor?
Negative. That's Whiskey 3, Whiskey Victor Alpha.
Okay, Greg. Yeah, a little dyslexic there. Thank you. All right. Anybody else like to check in this evening? If so, please call now. We'll go ahead and start there. All right. First one on the list was AA8WI, and that was Bernie, and he was in and out. The next one is Kilo Charlie 8, Juliet Romeo Echo, and that's John, out to Muletown. He was in and out. And so the next one's from Muletown, KB8 SRN. Gary, it's your turn, man.
All right, Gary, good evening to you and everyone on the net. I guess best way to describe my day is maybe this will stir up some conversation. I'm going to use an old term that I haven't heard for a long time. Pretty much gin whacked around all day. And I'll just let it go at that. KB8 SRN 73.
Okay, Gary. Okay. That kind of made me think about something funny. When I used to work at the steel mill, I'm not going to go into it, but that gin whacking, that does come back to my mind. All right, thank you. All right, the next one there, KN4IMU. Mike, what's your day been like, man?
Well, good evening, Gary. Everyone else on the net. Same old here at work today. It was a decently heavy day. I think I had like just under 80 stops today, which is pretty decent for me. Got off work, break. Sorry, didn't want to be rude on the microphone and belch. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Anyways, got off work, went over and found out why the Ironton Club's downtown repeater wasn't working. It was unplugged. So, pretty simple fix there, and then ran out to the repeater out in the county and checked on it and made sure the batteries were charging on it. So, it's doing pretty good, and they'll have their net at 8:30. I think Jim's going to be the net control tonight, so if anybody jumps on there on the 610 or the 715, make sure you jump on and say hi if you can make it. Other than that, Gary, just eating some slim chickens here, gonna play around on the computer for a little bit and hit the sack and do it all over again. So everyone enjoy your evening, and if you get a chance to check in tomorrow night, hopefully we'll be doing the net again. I won't do one Monday night because of the holiday. So, but that being said, I will turn it back to net control. This is KN4IMU.
Okay, Mike. Well, thanks a bunch, buddy, and we'll probably check in with you there. didn't get to last night with yours, but and we'll probably catch you tomorrow night. So thanks for checking in. All right, I guess we may as well go to the west end of Huntington. K88 KUM. Kicking up Manure Jim. That's your turn, man.
Yeah, it wasn't my turn today or yesterday, but a couple days ago, 3 days ago, I worked on cutting the grass. I worked about an hour and a half, and I usually only work a half hour each day. That was 3 days' work, so I didn't have to work anymore. Not for a couple more days, probably. Actually, it wiped me out. I couldn't get out there and do anything. I didn't do any weed whacking or eating or anything like that. Weed eaters or nothing like that. And we got a bunch of storms recently, and there was a lot of wind. That's why I thought maybe there was some excess wind in there that came from somewhere. Back to you guys, KD8 KUM.
All right, Jim. All right, buddy. Thank you for checking in. Always good to hear from you. Always good to hear your voice. All right. We're down to W3. WVA. Anyway, Greg. So, Greg, it's your turn.
All right, good evening. Thank you, and good evening to everybody on the net. I'm here to remind you of the lightning sale I've got going on. Everything's free. Nothing works, but it's free. I'll hit some of the highlights here. I've got two Pentium computers. They each got 4 gigabytes of RAM. The RAM might be good. Two of them. The cases are in excellent condition, and the power supplies are probably pretty good. So if you're putting together a computer or something, you can save $30 on a case and maybe $50 on RAM and $25 on a used power supply. Going quick. About 2 weeks left or so, and then I'm going to let the trash man take it. Another good juicy item I got here, brake. All right, the other item that's noteworthy is the Kenwood TS130S. It's again, none of this stuff is working, but if you're an Elmer or some electronic, or even if you want to fiddle around with some of this stuff, that might be pretty good. They're going for about $300 broken on eBay, and I'll give it away. I also have a recording interface, a FireWire recording interface, and some other things like a CB and a handheld scanner and router and stuff. So, break. I made it kind of easy. All you go, if you just go to my QRZ page and look up W3WVA, Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha, I've got photos there of all the stuff. And it's first come, first serve, about 2 more weeks. So you can take a look at some of this stuff. It just looks like it's regular equipment, but it doesn't work. It went through a lightning strike. So back to you, 2 more weeks. Thanks again. Appreciate it. 73 to everybody. Back to Net Control.
Okay, Greg. Well, boys, if you want you something to play with, Greg's got it all for you. Got a couple computer cases there and used power supply. Anyway, all you have to do is add your stuff to it. But it's all free. And all you got to do is go to W3WVA at QRZ. And anyway, you can see everything. So, all right, Greg, thank you, buddy. And anyway, guys, y'all give that a try there. Might end up with you some mighty fine equipment there. All right, we'll go ahead and resume the check-in process. That's with or without a listing. So, who do we have next that would like to check in tonight to the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net? Please call now.
Good evening, Gary. N8TVO, no listing there. Just mark us in now. Everybody have a good evening.
Okay, checking in, buddy. Maybe we'll get with you there here in a little bit. So thank you. All right, anybody else like to check in, please call now.
W8XDB, Dave. No listing, and just put me in and out tonight, Gary. Thank you.
Hey, David, thank you. All right, somebody else?
Wait, Alpha Kilo. Put me in and out too, please, Gary.
Okay, Russ, thank you. All right, somebody else like to check into the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net on this fabulous Thursday evening, and it's Trader's Net. So who do we have now like to check in? If so, please call now.
W8HIC, no listing, in and out, please.
Jerry, thank you. Somebody else? Anybody else out there for the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net on this fabulous Thursday? And it is Trader's Net. Who else we have? If so, please call now.
K8FGS Steve, in and out.
Okay, Steve, was that Kilo 8 Foxtrot Juliet Sierra?
It was Kilo Echo 8 Foxtrot Golf Sierra.
Okay, Steve. Kilo Echo 8 Fox Trot Golf Sierra.
That's correct.
Okay. Somebody else like to check in? WX8G with the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net. It's on this Thursday evening. And anyway, it's Trader's Net. So if you have something you'd like to list, you can list. Or if not, then you can say no listing. Somebody else.
Recheck.
Go ahead, recheck.
Hey, inform you, Gary, did you forget to brush your teeth? I think I've seen this may be a busy evening. I'm out and about enough today to enjoy it.
I think there was somebody trying to come in there with you. Was there somebody trying to check in? This is WX8G. I'm taking the check-ins for the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net. If you'd like to check in, please call now. All right, it must have been imagined thing. All right, I guess we may as well move up here and got N8TVO Jim in and out, W8XDB Dave in and out, KB8AAK Russ in and out, and W8HIC that's Jerry in and out. So that brings us down to KE8FGS. Steve, it's your turn, man.
I'm just sitting here relaxing, watching TV. Not doing much, just listening to everybody here, and I'm in and out.
Okay, Steve. Now, buddy, we sure appreciate you checking in. All right, we have somebody else who'd like to check in this evening. Please call now. Okay, it's my turn then. WX8G. had a pretty good day today. Got out and went down the road there and got some burgers. Ate those. Went pretty good. Tastes pretty good. So, and then later on this evening, I got out and made a walk around the block there. That would give me 7/10 of a mile in. So anyway, any exercise at all is good as far as with me. But anyway, everything seems to be going well. That's pretty much it for me. Okay, do we have anybody else out there that would like to check into the Portsmouth Radio Club 2-meter net on this fabulous Thursday evening, Trader's Net? If so, please call now. Okay, well, it looks like we're just about going as far as we can go. Anyway, be the 8th will be the Portsmouth Radio Club's meeting. And anyway, before the meeting, which will take place at the American Legion Post 23 on Court Street, well, at 5 o'clock anyway, they'll have testing. And that testing will go on up until probably around 6:30, and then 6:30 anyway the meeting will be. Everybody will be upstairs, and they've got it all fixed up to where there'll be plenty of social distancing. So anyway, want to let everybody know about that. So keep that in mind. All right, do we have anybody else out there that'd like to check in? Please call now.
KN4 IMU again, Gary.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
I figure I burn up a second here, make it sound like we're having a full net instead of everyone just stopping in to say hi. I don't know if anybody saw my post on Facebook the other day. I don't think I shared it to the Portsmouth group, but I shared it in the River Cities group. Apparently they've put the repeater back in on the International Space Station on November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra. I was sitting here on Tuesday night, just sitting on the computer because I was off Wednesday, and I heard somebody call their call sign out. I noticed it was on that channel, and I had about a 30-second window where I could make contact with it before it dropped too far below the horizon. But I think it went on the air. I think they said like 9 o'clock Eastern time Tuesday night, and I think it was like 1 a.m. whenever I used it. So that was kind of cool. I just wanted to pass that along for anyone that's interested in that kind of thing. There's information online on the channel. I think it's like 144.99 is the uplink, and then like 437 something is the downlinks. But figure I'd pass that along, just see if anybody out there might be interested in giving it a shot next time it passes overhead. Back to you, Gary.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, do we have anybody else there? This is terminally late check-in. If you're terminally late but you'd like to still get in, please call now. Righty. Looks like that's it tonight. 13 check-ins counting myself. I'd like to thank those who stood by while the net was being conducted. And thank everybody that checked in, because anyway, that's what makes the net. So at this time, we'll go ahead and turn all the repeaters and links back to normal amateur use. 73, and everybody have a wonderful night. WXAG signing clear and saying good night, everybody.
WXAG, KN4 IMU.
WXAG, go ahead.
Hey, Gary, I don't know if you've really talked to anybody. I've not really heard anybody say much. Tomorrow or Saturday sometime, if you're not busy and the weather cooperates, I may try to meet you if you're mobile again and go up and work on the audio on the controller a bit. So if that's okay with you, maybe turn it. Yeah, I just want. I'm gonna turn the de-emphasis on, see if that fixes. I'm gonna turn the de-emphasis back on, and see if that fixes the issue with commands on the repeater, and then and yeah, I'm trying to think what else to say, and just turn it down in general a little bit because it sounds like it's a little overdriven to me.
Yeah. I know the other night there they were saying that they wasn't hearing as well from the 440 as they was through the 39.
Yeah, that repeater itself is a little quieter anyways. We can turn the link up, audio up a little, and even them out a bit, but this one probably needs to come down a little too. And that way, that may balance it out more, but I would say tomorrow or next week maybe. Or not next week, like Saturday or something, I can try and get a hold of you and we can try and go work on that.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Alright, Gary. Well, I'll let you off here. I'm going to QSY over for the Aries net there and make sure everything's working good over there. But, yeah, I think at least people were able to check in, even if it was just in and out. It's good to good to be back to normal again, have everything semi-normal. So, we'll holler at you later, Gary. KN4IMU QSY.
Okay, Mike. Thank you. And I'll probably catch you over there in a few minutes. WX8G.